we made it out to our first Angel game of the season. This should be a lot of fun. Here it is, Angel Stadium, one of my happiest places on earth, if I had to say. Also using the Ace Pro 2 today with the cinematic lens. I'm also testing out the Mic Air, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, this should be fun. Angels, Braves, good times. And we're back. I love it here. Obviously, I haven't been out here since last season. It's our first one of the year. Yeah, so now we're gonna head up to our seats, which we just got to go up one ramp. And we're pretty much right there. Love these midweek afternoon games. A little bit lighter crowds, which that's just the way it is, of course. But the game should be fun. Weather's not too awful yet. It's supposed to be high of 80s today in Anaheim, so it shouldn't be too bad. And we're in the shade the whole time anyway, so it should be good. And our seats should be right over here. Got the Braves out there doing their batting practice, or I guess just infield work. Doesn't look like they're doing batting practice today. No backstop set up, or maybe they did. Pretty cool. And then I believe our seats are just right along here somewhere. There's the bullpen down there. And yeah, let's figure out our seats. So yeah, this isn't bad. This will be our view for today. Not too bad. We'll be in the shade the whole time, which is fantastic. Can't be able to see the big scoreboards, unfortunately, from here. But that's okay. We have these little TVs kind of, here. And then there's one over here as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. Last night, there was a bit of a brawl between these two teams. I doubt that'll carry over into today. Seemed like it was pretty much just between the two guys that fought it out, even though everybody came out. But yeah, it should be fun.
Center fielder, number 27,
All right, now the hardest part of any baseball game is deciding what it is to eat. First inning's over. Braves are up 1-0. Ronald Acuña Jr. with a little bloop double. Good base running, but it is what it is. Anyway, we go over to this place here. Maybe get a bratwurst, hot dogs. I don't know. Definitely a beer of some sort. Well, the last place didn't even have a hot dog, so on to the next place, I guess. That's what I would prefer to have. But we'll see. We'll see what we have down here. Here's the Pacifico porch. Not sure what they have other than Pacifico, but hey, let's see. Maybe something cool. Yeah, this place probably has what I'm looking for, and of course it has the longest line. I guess because it has the classic stuff. But yeah, they have the bratwurst. I think that's what we're doing. All right, well, give this a shot. Can I get a kielbasa?
Grilled onions and bell pepper on this.
Yes, please.
Sauerkraut.
No sauerkraut today. Can I also get one Pacifico? Thank you so much.
You want jalapeno on the side?
No, that's okay. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thanks,
too.
Jeff.
All right, well, got a kielbasa and a Pacifico. And home run. There we go. Jorge Soler with the solo homer. 2-1 Braves now. Here we go. Some mustard at least. Some napkins. All right. Got our mustard, napkins, back to the seats. And here's the kielbasa. It looks tiny on this camera because of the wide angle. But yeah, it's actually pretty decent size. And I know they're delicious, so this will be awesome. All right, so the verdict's in on the kielbasa. The kielbasa itself was actually really delicious. Peppers and onions were a good addition. Of course, the mustard is good. The bun, however, it should go on like a roll or something because the bun was awful. It fell apart pretty easily. So if anything, I would say let's upgrade to rolls over buns. Would be fantastic. Maybe a pretzel roll would be fantastic. But otherwise, pretty good. Kind of expensive. What was the price? I think it was like $11. I mean, not horrible, I guess, considering. Overall, pretty good. If I had to rate it out of 10, probably an 8. With the bun being the worst part for sure. So otherwise good. All right, so now the game is 2-2, and we are going into the top of the third. Hopefully we can get this offense going, get something going. Can't really tell here because I can't zoom, but Jordan Romano is getting a little work in the bullpen. Not really throwing a ball, but at least going through the motions. That's cool. Good stuff. It's a beautiful day. Not too hot, especially here in the shade. And one of the treats you can get here at Angel Stadium, you can get this whole bucket, which again looks smaller on this lens, but get this whole bucket of cookies from Kathy's Cookies, roughly $30. Will say you got to pretty much eat them the first day or two because after that they kind of get weird, but they're delicious, so definitely a recommendation. These seats out here are fantastic. If you ever get a chance to sit out here, if you come to an Angel game, it's actually pretty excellent. Sat out here a couple times last season. Really good view. Well, looks like somebody got hit by a pitch, or actually looks like Logan O'Hoppe, the catcher, maybe something might have got him. But looks like he's okay. Anyway, game's not going great. The 7-2 Braves currently. It's really just a lot of kind of poor pitching. Defense has not been great today, unfortunately. Those of you who have never seen it before, here's the backside of the rock pile. And off over there, it's harder and harder to see now where the Anaheim Ducks play hockey. There's just so much being built out here now. But anyway, let's cruise over here. There's actually this really cool area that I want to show you guys. So there's this whole section over here called Level Up. It's like Pac-Man and Bandai. Pretty cool. They added this last year. They added some different stuff this year. It's right over here called the Chomp Stop. They actually added a whole concession area for Pac-Man. There's like ice cream and different treats like cookies and Rice Krispie treats and whatnot. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a mix of two things that I really love: baseball, retro video games. Pretty cool. This cool Pac-Man statue. And then all these little vending machines that you can get these toys out of, but I can't remember the name of them. So if somebody wants to leave it down in the comments, I can't remember what you call these, but there's a ton of them. It's super cool. And then over here, it's like 3 video games. A little photo op here. It's pretty cool. Go over here to the Chomp Stomp. And get something. I don't know what, but I'm thinking the Dole Whip because they also give you a little ice cream helmet with Pac-Man on it, so I think that's what we'll get. Here's a QR code if you want to scan that. More news, menus, and more. So we had a total blast yesterday at the game. It was kind of warm, not too bad. It made it into like the lower 80s, maybe just a little, but we were in the shade a majority of the time, so honestly it wasn't bad at all. There was a decent breeze coming through the stadium. Unfortunately, the game didn't go too great. Angels ended up losing 8-2, unfortunately. It's just kind of how it's been. A little bit disappointing, but a little bit good at the same time this season. I mean, I could go on and on. Honestly, what it comes down to is I remember hearing early on in the season that the pitching staff, especially on the starting side, was going to be a little more focused on attacking the strike zone and things like that. And I think there's been glimpses of it. Jose Soriano has been absolutely lights out this season, which is great. But everybody else, it still seems like we're just trying to be a little too fine in the strike zone, trying to hit those corners a little too much. Sometimes I think we need to start focusing on try to getting guys out in the strike zone and, you know, hoping our defense plays well enough and hopefully to get quicker outs in the innings and things. And then the 2-out walks are just a killer. And unfortunately, I think the Angels have been the team that have given up the most 2-out walks over the last couple of seasons for the most part, I think. Could be wrong there, fact check me. But those are going to get you every time, unfortunately, or at least a lot of the time, and it's just really frustrating. So I know this team is capable of so much more. It's just a matter of finally realizing that potential and doing something with it. There's glimpses of it for sure, and just hopefully they can move forward and, you know, find their groove and really get it going, because I think there's something there to build on. Just got to start doing it. But otherwise, wonderful time at the game. It's good family time. Ran into a cousin that was out from the East Coast while we were there, so that was super cool. And ultimately, it's just always a lot of fun out there regardless. So I did briefly show going to the new concession stand, the Chomp Stop, the new Pac-Man / Bandai / Angels situation that they got going out there. It's right outside the right field pavilion on the terrace level. If you're ever out there, if you're looking for it, I can't remember the exact section numbers. It's like 236, 7, something like that, I think. This was the little helmet that I got with the Dole Whip inside, which was absolutely delicious. And yeah, it was super refreshing for a warm day. And this is just a mixture of things that I really enjoy, which is baseball and retro video games. It's really cool. And there's other treats out there at that concession stand. So I say go out and check it out if you get a chance to. It's pretty cool. But anyway, like I said, wonderful time out at the game. Looking forward to getting out there again. Hoping to get out there for May 1st. They're doing a cool bomber jacket giveaway. It looks super cool. Hopefully we can get that. There's also Star Wars weekend coming up. There is a Mandalorian and Grogu jersey that's being given away. That would be awesome to get, but I really want that bomber jacket. So May 1st, most likely going to try to get out to that game because it would be really cool to get that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to talk more baseball, let me know down in the comments and we can do more baseball chat if you would like. Definitely will be more baseball videos coming this season, so look forward to that. Yeah, it was good times, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Peace. Bye.